Hi friends, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make these Pottery Barn inspiration of pre-lit presents for under the Christmas tree or wherever you want to decorate, all under $10. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Alright friends, for this DIY, you're going to need 2 shelf risers from the Dollar Tree and you're going to remove the foot pads. And then you're going to decide how wide you want your gift box to be. From there, take a ruler and just measure. This way it ensures that all sides of your gift box are the same. Next, you're just going to add a little bit of glue so that your legs stay in place, and then you're going to reinforce everything with zip ties. You of course do this on all 4 sides of your box. And then you're going to go in with those shelf liners from the Dollar Tree. I picked up like a cream colored one. Again, you just choose the color that you prefer. And then you're going to place your box in the center of it, leaving about 1/4 of the liner out so that you can glue it to the bottom, if that makes sense. The best way to glue down your liner onto your shelf is to glue it in sections. So you'll add a little bit of glue, pull the shelf liner down, hold it for a few seconds so that the glue cools down, and then you're just going to repeat that same process throughout the edges of your box. You can always measure and cut and then start to glue down everything. I like to just start from one end and then work my way on to the other. And in case I do need any additional shelf liner, I would have some. So that's really the thought process of when I was actually doing this DIY. My other box was a little on the smaller side, so I didn't need as much shelf liner, and that's why I'm saying that. But again, you can just make your boxes and then measure and cut accordingly to your dimensions. For the edges, the best way that I could explain on how to glue it down is just to treat it as if you were actually folding a real gift. Being that we're not really going to be seeing this because we are going to go over it with another shelf liner or the same shelf liner that we had left over. So you're not going to be able to see this part of it, but you don't want to cut it off because you're going to need something to glue the other shelf liner on top of, if that makes sense. And once you're done with the first part of the liner, like gluing down the first part, you're just going to go in and repeat the same process to the other side. I only put 1 layer of shelf liners, but I was thinking after the fact that I probably could have gone in with 2, so you'll need 2 for each box. But I like the way it looks with just 1 liner. I just glued everything down and then I cut the X's off on the edges. And for me, it looked perfectly fine because I felt like the lights would be a little bit more vibrant, being that they're those fairy lights from the Dollar Tree. So it really, I guess, is just something that's personal preference, if you will. Now that the shelf liner is on and trimmed up, it's time to put the fairy lights on. And anytime that I'm going to be decorating with lights or just using lights with a project, I like to turn them on, not only to make sure that they work, but also to see how my project looks. And that way, if I need to adjust anything, then I can just adjust it at that time. And all I did was literally just like interweave the lights in between the liner and the top of the shelf risers, like the wires that you see going down vertically. And then I just worked my way up and then on over to the other side and back down. Any excess of lights are going to hang out in the middle. The very last thing that we're going to do is just dress up our gift boxes or our presents. I know I've been calling them boxes, but I think you guys understand what I'm talking about. And so I have this ribbon that I picked up at Hobby Lobby last year, and I ended up not using it, which came in great for a lot of the projects that I did this year, or mainly this project. And I'm just going to add a strand of ribbon around the middle. The one from Pottery Barn actually has two, so going horizontally and then vertically with the bow in the middle. But again, it just all comes down to personal preference. And let's just quickly talk about the bow, because I'm not going to go into detail on how to make the bow because I didn't like the way this one came out. However, I am going to leave something linked for you guys down below to follow, like a better tutorial than what I could explain. And if you need maybe like something else, I'll come in and make like another just tutorial on how to make a bow. Alright friends, so this is my take on the Pottery Barn pre-lit presents that are 10 times cheaper if you make them yourself. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. I will be there chatting with you guys. Also, I do have a lot more DIYs coming out, and of course my decorating videos. November was just such a busy month for me, and we were actually on vacation, so I'm trying to play like catch up right now. So I'm just going to embrace it and just continue to push out these videos so that you guys can see them just for the month of December. And of course, as always in all my videos, I'll be chatting with you guys down below. So I hope to see you in every other video that I come out with, and of course in the comment section. If you guys have any questions, please let me know down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.